Source: North Korea is working on plans for a missile strike near the U.S. Pacific territory of Guam, calling President Donald Trump's warning of fire and fury a load of nonsense and only absolute force can work on him. Pyongyang's state-run KCNA news agency issued an update on its strike plans after Trump's incendiary comments on Tuesday that threats to the U.S. from Pyongyang would be met with fire and fury. Trump's unexpected remarks prompted North Korea to say it was considering plans to fire 4 intermediate-range missiles to land 3,040 kilometers from Guam, home to about 163,000 people and a U.S. military base that includes a submarine squadron, an air base and a Coast Guard group. The Army will complete its plans in mid-August, ready for North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's order, KCNA said on Wednesday, citing General Kim Rak-yom, commander of the strategic force of the Korean People's Army. The news agency said Trump let out a load of nonsense about fire and fury, adding sound dialogue is not possible with such a guy bereft of reason and only absolute force can work on him. U.S. Defense Secretary Jim Mattis issued a stark warning earlier on Wednesday, telling Pyongyang the U.S. and its allies would win any arms race or conflict. The DPRK: North Korea should cease any consideration of actions that would lead to the end of its regime and the destruction of its people, Mattis said in a statement. The U.S. and South Korea remain technically still at war with North Korea after the 195,053 Korean conflict ended with a truce, not a peace treaty. Tension in the region has risen since North Korea, pursuing weapons programs in defiance of UN Security Council resolutions, carried out 2 nuclear bomb tests last year and 2 intercontinental ballistic missile tests in July. On Wednesday, Trump followed up his fire and fury warning with a boast about U.S. nuclear capabilities. "My first order as president was to renovate and modernize our nuclear arsenal. It is now far stronger and more powerful than ever before," Trump tweeted. "Hopefully we will never have to use this power, but there will never be a time that we are not the most powerful nation in the world." Trump's fire and fury remarks prompted warnings from U.S. officials and analysts not to engage in rhetorical games with Pyongyang. U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, who was in Guam on a previously scheduled visit, played down the rhetoric, saying he did not believe there was an imminent threat from North Korea and Americans should sleep well at night. Earlier on Wednesday, Guam Governor Eddie Calver dismissed the threat and said the island was prepared for any eventuality with strategically placed defenses. The UN Security Council unanimously imposed new sanctions on North Korea on Saturday.